first year I went to Burning Man was 1998, and there was 15,000 people there. My name is David Starfire. I'm a music producer, and I've been producing music for most of my life. I moved to San Francisco, and that's all anyone ever talked about was Burning Man. I went to Burning Man parties, all my friends went to Burning Man, and I knew it was something that I definitely needed to be a part of. The first year was interesting because they had so few people compared to today. 15,000 people. I mean, there weren't as many streets, there weren't as many rules. You could burn anything, anywhere, anytime. I remember on the night of the burn, you would look around and there would be about 30 to 40 giant structures that were on fire. It looked like the apocalypse. Also back then, they had this thing called the opera, and anyone could be in it. It would have a cast of like maybe a couple thousand people, and it looked like a live Ben-Hur. They had costumes, they had a theme, they had like live music. I wish that they still had it today. There was one year where I was dressed up as sort of a sorcerer, where I had this gold embroidered robe, I had this long wig, and a staff. I could press a button and you would hear thunder. And it was almost like this special magical staff that I had. But because of the wig, people thought I looked like Howard Stern. So it was like Howard Stern, the sorcerer. Performing at Burning Man is different than other gigs because you never know what's gonna happen. There's this thing called playa time, where the schedule can be completely off. You never know if the equipment's gonna be working. Last year, just in one gig, I had 4 CDJs that broke down. The next day, there was an art car I played on. They had 6 CDJs that had broken. There's also sound systems that never make it to Burning Man. The trucks will break down, generators will blow up. My laptop died after the first day. And you're out in the middle of the desert, there's dust storms, there's the heat, there's all these elements that you have to work with that you don't normally work with in a club, and you have to be completely prepared for. The reason why I perform at Burning Man is because there's a higher consciousness that happens there from 50,000 people from all over the world that come together, and it's a way to connect with those people. I wouldn't say Burning Man has changed for the better or the worse. I would say it has changed. Some people say, well, Burning Man's not the same, it's commercialized. It's not commercialized. And sure, it's changed, but everything changes, and you have to be open to change.